Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this short video for the installation of IBM Security QRadar Community Edition installation and configuration. In this video, we are going to look at the installation of the QRadar on the Citrix Cloud as well as on the local host. So this is the particular version of the QRadar that we are going to use. It's the QRadar Community Edition version 7.3.3. The version number is very important because we are going to deploy the as well as the win collects. Then we will deploy some DMS as well. So for that, the version number is very important. You should be careful while deploying the QRadar. Then we have to install the win collects manager on the IBM-QRadar as well. So for that, you have to use the version that are compatible with this version. So actually there are various versions available like 7.5, so they won't work on this IBM-QRadar. We will cover in the upcoming session in this video. So let's begin with the installation of the on Citrix Cloud environment. You can download a Citrix Cloud hypervisor from anywhere. So basically from their website is the most suitable option for you. So actually it's free, so you can easily download from their website, and it's a type 1 hypervisor, so you can run it on the bare metal hardware. So and that will be its excellent best deployment. You can also deploy it on the VMware. For the purpose of this video, we are using the VMware workstation for this, and you can directly deploy it on the bare metal hardware. No issue for that. Simply you can hit download from here. So like I said, for the purpose of demonstration, we are using the VMware for the Citrix hypervisor. So just installation, selecting the languages, accepting the agreement, then storage. So you have to minimum provide the 80 gigabytes minimum. It depends on the type of OS and how many OS you want to use as a guest on this hypervisor. So for the purpose of this video, we are only using the one OS and just the QRadar. So 80 GB will be enough for this. So local installation, then you have to set up the password for your hypervisor. Then IPs, you can use the dynamic IP configuration as well as the static. For this purpose of this demonstration, so I'm using the dynamic version because I'm using VMware. So these IP are pretty much static, so they won't change long time. So it's okay, you can use the dynamic. If you are on strict on the IPs part, then you can use the static version. Then this installation as follows. So it will take time, maybe half hour or maybe an hour, depending upon the resources you have. Once it is set up, this is the GUI interface of the software. So these as you can see, this is the hypervisor, Citrix hypervisor 8.0.2. so this is the IP address that I have assigned. Remember in the video I showed you that we use the dynamic, so this is a dynamic IP address, but you can use the static. You can access the Citrix hypervisor. Once you access this page, this means the Citrix hypervisor had been set up clearly. Then to access this server, you can use either the remote connection or as such, but I recommend that you use the Zen Center. So it's very easy to use. It's also free. You can download the Zen Center from their website as well. So this is the IP address of this Zen server, and this is the password that we have set up. So here you can access the Zen server. Here you can see we don't have any OS. So for hosting the OS on this hypervisor, you need to add the ISO library. So this is the Windows Server 2012 that I have connected with this Zen server. So I like here you can see I'm providing the ISO file for this to the server, and so this is the ISO file that I'm providing. Once you provide this ISO to the ISO library, once you add the ISO library, then you can provide the ISO file image. So here I'm installing the Windows 7 on this hypervisor using the Zen Center. So this is installation process. So this is the first part of the video where you install the Zen hypervisor. So now we will look at the IBM-QRadar installation. So IBM-QRadar installation is also very simple. Like I show you, you can download the community version. It's free. It may take you like 24 hours. So you have to create the account over there and then apply for it. Then after the approval, they will provide you the ISO file or OVA images. You can download from their website. So once you have downloaded, I have already downloaded it and provided the OVA file. So this is the setup. You just need to download and plug in this web and forward this command setup. So it will take half an hour depending upon your resources, and it will go automatically. You don't have to configure anything. Here you go. Actually, it's a short video, so the topic is very long, so I have already installed this. I'm just going through these screenshot I have already taken from the installation process. So there you go, and then it will configure its its ID, its token ID. Then you have to set up the password, and time will be automatically configured and set up. And then here you can see the Tomcat server is getting started. So this is the IP address. I did not provide it's not a static IP address, it's a dynamic. So you have to remember this IP address. Okay, so you don't have to remember, you can check each time when you set up the server by using the command IP address. So once you are done with installation of this QRadar, you can access this server using the SSH connection, or you can directly type the command over there in the CLI mode. And I suggest you to use some graphical user interface software for sending the file to the server, or you can connect using the SSH connection. So for transferring the file, I use the WinSCP software. It's easy to use. Just simply drag and drop. You can easily create the directories and send the file over there. So for the purpose, you have to install the SFS sort file for this. So for this particular, I have used the file 7.2.96, okay, from 2021 or maybe 2022. So that's how you can simply drag and drop the file using this software. So 750 will not work on the screenshot showing over there. 750 will not work on your QRadar because it is 7.3. So you have to use 7.2.96 or 7.2.9 version. So here I'm going to install this version. Once you select the right version of the WinCollect agent for your IBM-QRadar service, so this is the installation process. I will just press the 2 for the collection service. So this is the agent I am installing on it. So you can see I already 7.3. okay, you have to 7.3 version for this. 7.5 will not work on it. Okay, so here it is installing. Once you are done with the installation process, it will take a half an hour or maybe depending upon the resources you have given to your IBM-QRadar server. And then you have to create an authorization service. I will cover this in very detail when I will show you when we'll cover the QRadar. And this is the authorization service that I have created for the purpose. This is a WinCollect agent, and it is collecting the collecting the Windows logs. So this service is not going to be expired, so I select the no expiry. Then you have to create the destination where your host will be forwarding the logs to, and these are the names of the services. We will cover this in the detailed. Then you before sending the log to this server, you also have to configure your group policy on your host machine, which is going to send the logs to the server. For that, you have to create the group policy and allow all the logs that you want to send. Here in case you can see I want to send the account audit log events. Then you can send audit account management, audit log events, audit object events. Depending upon your need, you have to send those. Okay, so without configuring this policy on your local host, you will not be able to send the logs. So it is the best practice to do this. So once you are done with this, then you can simply have to download the WinCollect that is actually going to be installed on your host machine, so that you can send the logs. So here is the name of here is the log source identifier, the Dell Inspiron, the name of the computer, and then log service identifier. This is the log destination that I have created earlier. So these are the name of the log source identifier is this, and this is the service that I created, destination service that I created. So you have to put this information over there. So then also you have to enter the authentication code. Without entering the authentication code, you won't be able to receive the log. So this authentication token is given by the authorization service that we covered later in the video, and this is the IP address where the host is going to send the log. Then you can select the host here on my servers, but I have I went into some problems because the port 8413 was not enabled, so I used 7803, but it didn't work. So I recommend you to, if that port is disabled, then enable it. So this is the IP address of the QRadar where the logs are going to be sent. To enable the port 8413, so you have to run the following script, and this is the script available on the QRadar community. Just you have to type the problem that my port 8413 is not running on the QRadar, then they will provide you this script on the community forum. Then you just simply have to execute. After that, you see the port 8413 is running and it is listening. So now I can send log. This is the authorization token I have told earlier. This is the name of the computer, and this is the IP address of the QRadar server, and this is the port. Now the port is in the listening mode, so it will receive the log. Once you are done with this, then you will then your host machine will be registered and will be present in the agents. Okay, so once your machine is present listed in the agents, that means you are and your machine has been identified by the QRadar and it is running fine. And this is there's some details. When you double click on this, you will receive following. This is the computer and this is the information. It is showing Windows 10 build. Don't worry, in this actually I have updated this Windows 10 to the Windows 11. I don't know why it is recognized as Windows 10. Maybe because initially it was Windows 10 and it was updated to Windows 11, but I think maybe the QRadar is not best identifying the Windows 11. So it's fine, no issue. Then there's a log source identifier that we have deployed, so everything is good, everything is corrected. So in the next part we will going to look at the QRadar seems. So starting with the part 2, once you are done with the installation of the QRadar and WinCollect is successfully installed and everything is registered, so just reflecting on the part 1 of this video. So this was the script that was meant to be executed if you are using Windows 10 Home. The local security policy is not enabled by default. You can run the script to enable the policy if you are facing issue if you are using the home version of the Windows. So in my case, I can access my QRadar using the remote access. So if I use the remote access, so this is my workstation that I have created. I can access the QRadar through this. So connecting to my workstation computer. So yes, I'm logging to the QRadar. So typing in the password, and the password is okay. So we are successfully logged in, and just to check the IP address. So everything is running, so it's fine. You can access through it, and I think it is not the best way to connect to your VM. You can use just simply the SSH connection for the QRadar. Okay, so we can use simply command prompt on the Windows. Let me create an SSH connection with my QRadar. So, 131 the password. So yes, we are into the QRadar. So talking about the WinCollect installation on the QRadar system, SCP is also very best to have the graphical user interface. Let me connect it to my yes, there you go. So this is the, let me see, where am I? So yes, I am in this file. So basically this is the graphical user interface. It is easy to copy and paste the files, so you can also use this terminal as well. So let me move to the store tmp directory. So lsfo, so a lot of this, let me only list the .sfs WinCollect installation. So so you need to install the 730 version of the WinCollect update. So I already tried 750 and 750 version, both these versions did not work for me. Okay, so you have to use the 730 version. So I suggest you to recommend you to use this version. It is very easy. I can just simply go there and just simply drag and drop here if I wanted to. So it's an easy as compared to. So yes, our QRadar is working fine. So let me clear, and the port 8413 is also listening. Let me see if I have already typed the command over here. Yes, so yes, the port 8413 is enabled and it is listening as I mentioned in the port 1. Let's just go to our browser and just browse to the QRadar console. So yes, it is accessible, and let me type the password. Hopefully I remember. Yeah, no, it worked. So right now let's look at the logs if we are receiving any. Let's wait. Oh yes, we are receiving the logs over here. These logs are from the local host .1.0. Okay, so because I have actually haven't turned on the two machines that I have attached to this QRadar, basically added. Let's go to the admin terminal over here. So let's go to the authorization service in the part 1 that I have talked about. So this is the authorization service and this is the authorization token for this service. Okay, so this is, so you have to create this authorization service and you have to use this authorization token code while installing the WinCollect agent on the host machine. So let us go to the go to the data sources. This is the WinCollect option. If you haven't installed the .sfs file correctly, this won't be available. So let me go to this. Right now I have two hosts connected to using this service, authentication service, authorization service. So these two machines right now they are not on. I will actually turn on this during the demonstration video. And this is the destination that I have created WinCollect that will be used in the part 1 for the installation of the WinCollect on the host machine. So right now this is the machine. Let me go to the log activities and let me go to my remote desktop connection again. So let me turn on the Windows machine. So let us go back to the QRadar and wait now if it registers. So once you turn on the machine, it automatically, once collect the logs, it will register in the logs that the machine VM is the computer or the VM is on. So for the part 1 I am using the virtual machine. So here you can see this is so the WinCollect. Okay, so the machine is on. In the second logs that you are seeing the same, this is actually my own machine that is connected to the QRadar. So this is the machine, the WinCollect, the service is on. Let me go to this remote desktop connection. Let's turn on our machine. Yes, there you go. So let me go to the services. Okay, so let us go to the services. Let me go to WinCollect. So yes, the WinCollect agent on the host machine is running. So yes, so we have also received the messages over there, and so this is for the VM. And let us go to the WinCollect. Let us see that our agent is what is the status of our agent. So it's on. So yes, it's running. Okay, so this running. So remember this machine and the Dell Inspiron that we have created in the part 1. I will actually turn on this machine as well. This is the VM, and the second one is the VM that is running. The running status and the unavailable status is the physical machine Dell Inspiron computer. So I will turn this on. Hopefully you will hear the noise, the sound of it, because it's make very loud sound when turn on. Actually, so it's turned on. So let us go to the activity log again. So it's turned on. So I figured out the issue. So actually the issue was not with the Wi-Fi, I was wrong. So actually we missed the logs. So these are the real-time logs. So Dell Inspiron system is also on. Here you can see here. So apologize for that. And let me go to WinCollect. Let me see the status of both two machines. So it's unavailable over here. So it might change in, after some minutes. So let me give it a few minutes. Let us look at the other features of the QRadar as well. So this is the activity log. Here you can see that Inspiron has been registered on, service is running. So we can see the loss intervals as well over here. These are the loss interval logs. So this is the Dell Inspiron machine. WinCollect and Windows 10, everything is fine. So this is the offense alert page. Pretty much you can remember this by this name. So in case of any port scanning or any malicious activity, or in case of any anomaly, this will, the alerts will come over here if any offense is detected. So these are the log sources that I have created. So we have two machines, Dell Inspiron and the virtual machine that we created, and both are sending the logs on to our QRadar over here. So both machines are detected. So if the agent detects both machines, then you are fine, you are good to go. So, and then in the offense you can create also rules according to your need. So the QRadar basically comes with some predefined rules. So if you want to create your own rules, then you can create new rules for the event, for the flow, and common rules, and then the offense rules. So offense rules, like I already explained, these are some maybe security breaches or anything maybe working out on turning on the computer after office hours and things like that. The common rules contains both the things that are common in the flow and the event rules. So here you can create the rules, and then report section, then activity log. When the filter are present for the activity log, you can just simply look at the intervals, last 5 minutes. So these are the last minutes. So pretty much both machines are detected, and you can just also certify by IP 192.168.0.131. Let's look at for our own logs. So these are the logs for our machine. Here you can see 192.168, making the decimal IP address. Then you can just simply look for the log associated with our virtual machine as well. So yes, so these are our QRadar connection, QRadar itself. The video small as much as possible, to make the video as short as much possible, but so it's a long topic, so I think we have crossed the 25-minute limit. So thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.